it's Drasia here. So I just wanted to talk for, I guess, a minute or two. So, the first thing I want to talk about is my pseudotumor cerebri. So, last night, early this morning, I had a flare-up of my pseudotumor cerebri. I've been on Diamox ever since I got diagnosed, and we've upped it to three times a day. So I take it in the morning, I take it in the afternoon, and I take it at night. So I had a flare up last night, early this morning. It came up out of nowhere. How I usually know when I'm about to have a flare up is my neck gets really stiff and I start feeling like pressure behind my eyes and my head, but this time it didn't happen. The weird thing that did happen is that I had like these red like marks on both sides of my eyes. I should have took a picture, but I didn't think it was nothing. I thought it was just because I was really tired last night. But I had like these weird like red marks on the side, and I told my sister, I was like, you don't see these little red marks? And she's like, yeah, but I didn't mean to mention to them because, you know, we were both tired. And I noticed it about 10, maybe 11 o'clock at night. And I didn't start getting my flare up until about 1 in the morning. And when I finally went to sleep, and I woke up at about 6:30 in the morning, turned over, I had a pounding headache like behind my eyes. I felt nauseous, like I was gonna throw up. I got up. I know when my pressure is really high. The first thing I did, I went to the bathroom. Right when I stood up, it helped. But whenever I moved my head anywhere, like up, down, sideways, any type of way, like I felt so dizzy. I felt like I was gonna literally throw up on myself. So I went to the bathroom. I sat down. I couldn't even I was gonna try to record a video, but I couldn't even look at my phone. Like all I did was look at my phone for like 2 seconds, and the thumping in my head got worse. Just to check the time, I was gonna try to do a video, but I couldn't. I came back in the room. I sat. I made sure I didn't throw up, because if I did go throw up, I was in the bathroom, so I had the trash can or whatever. But I didn't throw up. I was still feeling nauseous. I came in the room. I took Tylenol. I took 3 Tylenols, and I took a nauseous pill. And I said, if this doesn't work within 30-45 minutes, I'm going to have to take a Diamox. And this was about 6:45 in the morning by the time I got back in the room. And all I did was I stood up right here by the side of my closet. All I did was stand up. I couldn't even sit down the way I'm like sitting down right now in my bed. I couldn't even sit down because the pressure was so high. So I had to stand up straight up, like just stand straight up. Like I couldn't do anything, like couldn't check my phone or anything, because my phone was the light, what it's called, the light thingy on the phone. It was so low. I do that every night to make it low, so when I get up in the morning, my light is not bright in my face on my phone when I check my phone in the time in the morning. And then it was about 7 o'clock. It finally started going down, so I just sat down. And it took about 15 minutes. It finally went down a little bit, but there was still a lot of pressure. The nausea went away right away. The nausea usually goes away when I take a nausea pill right away. My arm's getting tired. And then after that, I just sat down on the edge of my bed, tried to breathe through like the flare up, because the flare up was really bad. I haven't had a flare up. I keep count of when I have a flare up, and the last time I had a flare up was in November, and it's the end of January. It's the last week of January, and I haven't had a flare up in like 3 months. So this, all of a sudden, I had a flare up, and I told my mom about it or whatever, but I'll update on that. But after that, I had to wait another 15 minutes. I heard my mom. She gets up about 7:15, 7 o'clock in the morning for the dogs. And I was going to go out there because my pressure, I felt like it was going down, but it was still high. I didn't know if I had to go to the hospital or not. And I didn't want to go out there and tell my mom what was happening, but it wasn't as bad as it was when I first got up. So I just was breathing through it. And if it did get worse, I said by 7:30, if it didn't get any better, I would take my Diamox and wait about 20-30 minutes. And if it still didn't get any better, I would go to my mom and tell her maybe I need to go to the hospital. but eventually it did calm down. I finally got to lay down. The pressure was still like pulsing behind my eyes and my ears. I felt it, but it was much better where I can like lay down. And then I waited. It was like 7:30 and still waiting. And then it was about 7:30, 7:45. I finally was on my phone for a little bit. I can finally go on my phone without when the brightness was all the way down. And about 8 o'clock in the morning, I finally, like, it was like a headache. It was like a little throbbing behind my eyes and my head, but it wasn't as bad as it was before. Like it was probably about a 3, 4, about 8 o'clock. But when I first got up at 6, it was like a 12. It wasn't like off the scales. Like, it was so bad. So it did go down with the Tylenol and the nausea medicine, and me, I guess, getting up and kind of letting the fluid fluctuate itself, I guess, in my body fluctuate itself. I don't know what caused the flare-up. I really don't know. I haven't had a flare-up. I am on my period, so maybe that kind of like my hormones. I'm thinking it was that. So after that, it was about 8 o'clock. I finally went to sleep, and I didn't get up till about 12. And then I finally took my medicine again, and then the rest of the day I just felt just exhausted. Like, usually after a flare-up, I'm exhausted, tired. My body is just over it. Like, it went through the ringer, and that's how I've been feeling. So hopefully tomorrow I'm better, but today I just don't feel good. But I told my mom today, and she said, what could it be? And I said, I don't know, I'm on my period right now, so it could be just my hormones, my body doing that. So we really don't know why all of a sudden caused a flare-up. Maybe my period, or maybe it was something else. And she was like, maybe it's something you ate. And I cannot remember anything eating. I just remember that I had those red marks, and I should have took a picture. I need to start doing that, like taking pictures and stuff, but I didn't think about it. I was just talking to my sister. We were just having a conversation in the kitchen, and I went to the bathroom, and I looked in the mirror, and I seen 2 red. They were like pinkish red, like right on the side of my eye, like not even on my, like not even in my eyeball. Like when I get tired, my eyes get red, like the white gets red, but it was like on the side, like here and here. Like, I have no idea why that never happened. Like, and my eyes were really itchy, but my eyes are usually itchy all the time, so that really is no cause. But the thing was the 2 red like blotches here. It was so weird. And I thought it was my contacts too. I thought my contacts were just bothering me, but they weren't. My contacts are inside my eyes, not outside, so I don't know. But I noticed that. I didn't take a picture. I couldn't even record because I couldn't even hold the phone up or anything. Like, I just kept looking, like glimpsing at the time really quick, and that was it. So it lasted about an hour and a half. I don't know what caused the flare up. It could be, like I said, again, my period, or it could be something I ate and I don't remember. So I just kind of wanted to do an update video. Not an update, but just update on that, like my flare-up or whatever. But I don't know when I'm gonna post this. I don't know if I'll post it or not, one of my videos when I'm talking. But it is currently 12:50. I feel like I've been through the ringer type of like a fighting match, or I got run over by a truck. Usually after a flare-up, it's usually like my body feels like bruised from the inside out. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to do this video, but I don't know, it was kind of weird though, especially those red marks. I don't know if any of you guys experience, people out there that have pseudotumor cerebri, maybe you guys had like those red weird blotches on your side. I never had red blotches on my eyes. It was so weird. But I just kind of wanted to record this video or whatever. I have to pack for this weekend. I'm going to Massachusetts to go pick up my nephew. So that's a video I kind of want to do. I wanted to try to do a video on like flying, me personally flying with chronic illness and IAH, because I've flown with IAH, but my new diagnoses I haven't flown since then, and I'm on new medication now, and I take medication a couple times a day, things like that. And I'm trying to, so hopefully I can try to do a video, something like that, and post it on fun. So this week and this weekend is very, very busy for me. So hopefully I'm praying that my health doesn't get in the way. But anyways, I'm going to try to go to sleep now because I have to get up early in the morning. So always remember, always keep fighting, and you know your body better than anybody else. So please listen to it. Thank you for watching. Bye. Love you.